really interesting to note that in the first series that these teams played, they both banned Sunset and they both picked Icebox and lost, right? So who's going to stick to the Icebox? Who's going to ban out the Sunset? And as we can see here, is Rapid Lo-Fi is going to take away that Sunset, and Revenant is going to say, we're going to take out that Icebox. And we end up with Bind as the first map, which was picked against Revenant by SPG.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
For them to take from that.
Oh,
Interesting. Hello everyone. Hello. I'm really sorry यार मैं late हूँ थोड़ा सा नहीं late नहीं हूँ actually time पे हुई.
It didn't even look like they were going to lose initially. It was almost like, what is going on? Revenant, it was up actually on Bind initially, and it came really close. And I'm pretty sure they want to redo now. I hope they've cleaned up a lot of the holes that were happening here and have adjusted a bit to Rapid Lo-Fi's play style.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of the aggro stuff from SPG that they struggled to play against. I'm not sure if Rapid Lo-Fi is going to have similar aggro strats prepared, but if Rapid Lo-Fi do play a little bit slower, less aggressive on their defense,
Icebox ही ban कर दिया
the
आपने.
playstyle of Revenant might shine. They like slowing it down, getting a pick with that operator. So I'm curious to see, is Rapid Lo-Fi going to look at that SPG game and see a potential
Dosia का forward
against the aggressiveness on the defense?
Hello, good morning good morning everybody. Good morning यार मैंने expect नहीं किया था first match 2-0 होगा. Orange mousepad name, this is Artisan bro. Artisan. So, पता नहीं ये कौन सा वाला वर्जन है उसका.
अरे दोनों का सेम है. Same pickup एकदम.
Yes, mirror match.
Very much Vic and Ewok. Yes, we are back with Quack and Pilsky, and this is one of the.
Good morning pineapple. What do you mean by pineapple? मारो क्या इधर आके?
A lot of things can also go right. I mean, Revenant Esports, like the desk mentioned, started off really well against SPG on this map of Bind. They picked it for a reason. Let's see what they've got, Pilsky.
Yeah, they started hot on attack. I think a lot of those rounds kind of predicated off some good structure instilled by Fields as the coach and a good read, as well as some really big individual rounds from both Sultan, DOS9, Rossi had 1 or 2. Paradox was phenomenal on the Rays on this map. I think bigger picture than just the map. You know, elimination series, but both of these teams really struggled in their opening series. But if you look at the quality of opponents, I mean, this is why really
there is a cat behind you.
To brass tacks, I see SPG as a big contender for the tournament. I know not many people will disagree with that. And Revenant going up against them in the first round, that's difficult. They showed some potential to beat them on this map. Next map wasn't as strong. For RLF to lose against JFT and the way that they approached the veto, that was a big worry for me. We'll see if they can start off well, though. This is going to be a pretty big contest on A short straight away here, Quack.
Yeah, definitely stacking up towards it. I mean, all eyes are definitely still on SK Rossi right now. Revenant on the attack, definitely trying to approach off cool and steady, but RLF's Daft instantly picked one off by short. The Revenant just continues to push up.
Nice picks. EV2 easy है भाई, easy है.
Up against RLF,
kills by 1 HP.
still hiding inside smokes, trying to get
shoot. Nice kills. W round. Let's go 3v1. दो बंदे लो है, पैरा फुल है. निकल जाएगा. पैरा पे नीड भी है.
Over a majority of the site, Suka is
पैरा पे
the
नीड भी
only
है.
one
Easy.
who can do anything. Tries to get a little bit more space, perhaps in towards lamps. And
W para, W. Let's go.
Just does not.
Let's go.
RNT with the pistol.
W round.
He's in great form again. Already 3K from the pistol. It was night and day performance from Paradox as far
hello
as
Brains, hello Vanch, hello
RNT.
Damn, nice profile pick. Nice profile
the
pick.
Yoru definitely left a bit of sour taste in my mouth, but I feel like Paradox, you know, he's got such flexibility in terms of his agent pool. He's historically.
आज replay में audio ये नहीं हो रहा देखो distort.
He's running around on the rays like a madman, but to see him again have a consistent performance, it makes me feel like, you know, maybe this Revenant team is going to be defined a little bit by putting Paradox on the right agent and getting the best out of him.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we saw from day one as well. We need Revenant to run some of the right agents and being able to play their compositions to the optimal way, I guess. But for RLF, I mean, they are running a slightly different composition, right, Pilsky?
Yeah, I mean, they played 4 games in a row of that Gen G comp with the Sky Cypher that you've seen Gen G running a million times. And if you say, I've never seen that comp, then I'm not sure that, you know, you should be watching this tournament. You probably should be watching the best team from Pacific. Either way, I think they've changed it up to this double initiator, so it's going to be interesting. Clearly, it's a compositional change that they've made heading into this tournament after playing this certain composition in Vietnam. And they've had up and down results on this map in the Vietnamese scene. Revenant, on the other hand, they've been very solid on this map in the Indian challenges, but obviously dropping it the other day after a massive comeback from SPG.
पैरा बिल्कुल भी पतला नहीं हुआ है पैरा बिल्कुल भी पतला नहीं हुआ है
First time that SPG has completed a comeback in this tournament already from 2 series.
Yeah, that is SPG, but Revenant
इसके बाद वाला
still
मैच तो और भी
starting
गोटेड
off
मैच
for
है
now. They are making the right call, making the right plays, and starting things off with the Bulldog
Nice
triple.
skill. अरे skills भाई hello
Up for the frags.
Damn,
and now his
son.
teammates in for
Damn.
the hunt. They smell RLF scent.
अभी अगले 4 राउंड में किल नहीं निकले स्किल्स भाई के तो भी कोई कुछ
No
बोलेगा
need to do
नहीं
too much now.
Skills going for the eco.
अरे भाई वो देखो स्किल्स का मुंह देखो भाई बेचारे का एस ले
Rossi's
लिया
able to
यार
find one towards the thrash as well. I think that's an important multi-frag for Skills to get him, you know, bring him with confidence early on, because statistically he was not really great in that first series, and I sympathize with him. He's someone that historically, I mentioned it in the cast the other day,
Yes.
he's played that sentinel, that controller role. He's been thrown onto IGL duties after Severin's departure in Split 1, and onto the info in net role that he hasn't played too much of. If he steps up and has a better performance today,
Damn, भाई स्किल्स भाई ने चाटे मारे सटा
then
सट
that's a pretty scary looking team, given how well Sultan and Dostan have been playing as well.
अभी इसको सल्टनिटी बोलते हैं ना सब
Right
लोग
now, especially with the frags in the eco round. So let's see if we can keep that up. Rapid Lo-Fi, of course, buying up right now and just trying to switch up their defenses a little bit with the toxic screen, trying to block them off. Wow. The snake bite able to catch and snap onto DOS9. That's one of the star fraggers from Revenant gone now.
That's perfect from Rapid Lo-Fi. You saw the quick hookah take out of Revenant, and Rapid Lo-Fi just so much utility to be able to isolate DOS9. It felt like they had a perfect idea exactly what Revenant was going to do. Not sure if that's a case of anti-strat or just familiarity or good, you know, adjustment on the fly, but that was beautiful to isolate DOS9, and now
अपने पास
there's
दो
no
बुलडॉग्स
smokes
एक आउटलो है
there
ब्रो
for
डैमेज
Revenant. They're just
बहुत
gonna
कर
have to
सकते हैं हम
try
लोग
contact their way into this B site.
डैमेज
They
बहुत
do
कर
have
सकते
those
हैं
double initiators, mirror composition fight. So let's see what they can pull off. At the very least, it's going to be the Dizzy, maybe the C's into a corner. They're trying to flush Rapid Lo-Fi out of these positions, but with Sky Smoke coming up from Prodigy, it blocks off too much. Rapid Lo-Fi holding the angles, able to deny entry for Revenant. Prodigy, alongside the Guardian shot, takes down Rossi, and now all that's left, Sultan, the lone king inside of Hookah. No angles to be found.
That's what happens when you lose your smokes right off the rip. You know, DOS9's dead in Hookah. They're running into a crossfire.
अबे हाँ स्मोकर मर गया रे पब्लिक अपना
And there's just nothing
हाँ
to do.
बे अपना स्मोकर मर गया
Man, just hide.
अभी
Don't
सोचो
lose
सीन
your
क्यों
gun.
हुआ
Rapid Lo-Fi, they have the
I'm
numbers,
down.
but they don't want to really peek unnecessarily as well.
I'm honestly down. You know,
डॉस पहले ही मर गया वाइपर की वॉल ए पे स्मोक कैसे आएंगे बी पे ये देखो मर गया ये
A
इधर
lot of people saying these Kazakhstani boys are.
अभी सारा सब ओपन ही है ब्रो साइड में जाएंगे कैसे बेचारे
It's just about whether they can find
भूल
that
गया था
balance, because
मैं
they've got kind of a unique roster, you know, a unique skill set. You got, you know, someone like Skills who's flexing into things he's not comfortable doing historically in his career. Rossi's gone from info initiator to playing Jet and Gecko and Open.
Egg
That's really
balls.
weird compared to what some other teams do. Paradox is playing literally every agent. DOS9 and Sultan are swapping. Who's playing controller Senti on the fly? So, you know, all of this concoction, this recipe is it's an interesting recipe that you won't see from some other teams. When it comes together, it's, you know, Revenant doing what you want to be seeing from them, and it's clear
इसके हम थोड़ा
that
ऊपर
the
कर
man
ले
who's been
भाई
doing a lot of the cooking is Field, someone that's had a
ऊपर
lot
और
of
करूंगा तो किल फीड
experience
आएगी
in EU,
दिखेगी नहीं जब
cooked
किल
a
फीड
lot of
दिखेगी नहीं तो
strong
बोलोगे
teams
नीचे
in
कर
the EU
मेरी आधी
challenges
जिंदगी ये
scene
फेस
as
कैम
well,
सेट
so,
करने में ही चली
you know,
जाती है भाई
he's
वॉच
someone
पार्टी
that
पे भाई
you can instill a lot of
अभी
structure.
जिधर है
A
रहने
lot of
दो
these coaches from, you
कैसा
know,
है
the Europe,
भाई
I think Europe
देख
is
लो
kind of like the mecca of tactical FPS as a bit of an old school guide, but I think particularly this year's result and last year's results in Valorant specifically have kind of been making me question
Technology is great.
how
ये
strong
क्या नाम है भाई
Pacific and Asia is looking, even being from someone from the region, to be fair.
I mean, it also is a different game, but I mean, listen, I mean, that's the thing. Revenant Esports, you do have all sorts of different types of people, different talents in this
फेस कैम थोड़ा छोटा कर रहा हूँ, but अभी फेस कैम को थोड़ा zoom कर रहा हूँ मैं, और बड़ा लगेगा वो छोटा होने के बाद भी.
Fields, but you also have a very unique set of players, and the way that they play can be really, really effective and fun to watch, if anything, sometimes. And that's the main thing that we've got for them. I mean, yes, SK Rossi on the get-go, on the initiator, sometimes playing an operator can be a little bit odd. Skills, a little bit tough for him as well, but the rest of them, they're very comfortable, very effective, and very experienced with what they're doing. It worked for them in their region, and they are trying to bring that over to Ascension Pacific 2024.
हाँ भाई बताओ चलो अब बेटर लग रहा है फेस कैम और छोटा है बट बड़ा है. भाई बहुत गंदी चीज बोलने वाला था मैं भी. अच्छी बात है यार, वॉच पार्टी स्ट्रीम यार गाइस, और फैमिली फ्रेंडली रखते हैं क्यों.
To be strong contenders up against SPG again, for the rest of this.
Yeah, I think on the other hand, Rapid Lo-Fi, they had a rough game one. They definitely want to turn things around, and I'm already having my head turned when you're able to beat Flash and Fancy back to back. So I want to see a little bit more from them than what we saw in their game against JFT, that's for sure. Initial passings control from Paradox. There's a set play out of Rapid Lo-Fi trying to catch Revenant on the backside of Bathrooms. It was a beautiful util set, but there's no one there.
Yeah, Revenant's kind of been made aware of that play, now headed back towards short. Walking through with that toxic screen, the curtain.
Nice!
Unraveled. Daft, gone. Paradox now into the back lines, but spotted by Prodigy. The rest of the team has to go in on the offensive. They are
good molly, actually. Good
molly. Around
good
the
molly.
site
Good molly.
altogether, but this time, as Dominoes, they fall. Wingman will not be able to get the spike down. Skills, though, trying to hide around the cusp of that sky smoke. Has to be aware of the drop, though. He heard it, spun around. Prodigy goes in for the spray.
Long pe baitha hai re, long pe baitha hai.
Trying to go for the desperate TP play. Is it gonna be enough? They have a lot of players to work against and no idea that TripChew is right behind them. Let's go. Busy. Available.
Yeah, doable.
It's gonna be Rossi able to try to
doable
hold the line
bro,
for a
doable
little bit. Not too bad. Numbers advantage still on their side, but dwindled down for the time being. DOS9 trying to reposition.
भाई literally one
He's
HP है
got
भाई
that
एक
sky
बंदा.
smoke that he's trying
और
to
दूसरा
rely
बंदा
on.
2 गोलियां bro, सिर्फ 2 गोलियां.
Office. Relatively low, so just waiting for his teammate now. But look at how DOS9 swings out for the second headshot. Clutches up for Revenant. And it's going to be 3-2-1.
Should never be allowed
इतना
to
हगा है ना,
happen,
अभी मैच के बाद
I
सुनने
felt
वाला है
like
बहुत.
Rapid Lo-Fi, they were ahead that entire round.
Bro, thank you
They
for
had a
another
weird
30. Thank
exchange,
you,
a weird
thank you, thank
situation
you.
on the A site where Revenant couldn't quite get the spike down. Wingman gets denied by the molly, and they were sitting around waiting for a mistake out of Rapid Lo-Fi. They go for the late round, kind of panic TP. You mentioned TripChew in pole position out towards B long there. So the fact that Revenant's able to turn that into a round win, that speaks to the star power of Rossi and DOS9 there.
Damn,
Rossi should
W by
never
W.
get two. TripChew should have a free kill every day of the week, and then DOS9, one of these Kazakh players.
गया मारो बैड मारो.
Suka's trying to cover him as best he can, but
वो भी फ्लैश हुआ है,
they just
पीछे
have to
भागेगा.
forfeit the Gecko for now.
Wow, my word.
Chalo,
Pilsky,
chalo.
what a way to take control over V-Long that quick, and with the showstopper as well. Paradox trying to put them into a paradox of their own. Do they run? Do they hide? What do they do? Elvis
होगा,
stands
ठीक है,
his
हुआ है,
ground,
damage हुआ है.
shoots him
17
down.
HP,
Wingman
damage हुआ
at
है.
least, though, will get the spike for Revenant.
अपने पे पुश प्लांट अल्ट है क्या
Look
कुछ?
at
हाँ, भीम अल्ट
Zotac
है.
of this
रॉसी की भी
lurk
अल्ट
with the
है.
opponent's spawn. The longer that Revenant can buy time, the harder this round gets. The Thrash gets taken out, but they're just trying to stall them out here.
Nice.
Trying to
Nice.
along with the mosh pit as well. Sultan from behind. The damage has been done. Prodigy, although able to get at least a one trade, Skills will come up for his team to pick up that final frag.
आज जाऊंगा जिमीज.
This is the Revenant
कुछ
that we
नहीं
saw
बोल
in the early stages. Over up against SPG on attack. Just the same kind of plays, the same snappy plays on attack. That was a really nice set play, as you mentioned, to catch that player over on B long, and they just used that as a launching pad. Showstopper straight into elbow, and then Sultan in from the back lines. Both him and DOS9, both these Kazakhstani players if they're left in towards the late round, they're able to find those lurks. That's going to be a big problem for Rapid Lo-Fi.
Yeah, Pilsky, and make no mistake, Revenant are alive. The Prince of Indian Valorant is here. Rapid Lo-Fi has quite the task ahead of them. They're not backing down. They're the sheriffs.
Nice shot, Para. Nice shot.
Paradox onto the first. Now instantly going for Lance just because he wants to pop off that back line. Now the rest of the team, that's how they wrap around the sights time and time again. Revenant, they swarm in together.
Yeah, Rapid Lo-Fi got to reserve expectations now. Just a sheriff half-life from them, looking for any kind of damage that they can find, but Revenant are giving them absolutely nothing. They're taking control of things towards their spawn, and despite not having a sentinel, they're ready for these flanks too.
Amazing stuff.
ये अपने पे अभी भी ब्रिमल्ट है, अपनी वाइपर अल्ट भी आ रही है, और प्लांट पे वाइपर अल्ट आ जाएगी. अगला राउंड इनका बाय राउंड है, वाइपर अल्ट खेलेंगे तो इजी पड़ेगा.
Not slowing down anytime yet.
नहीं पड़ेगा.
If Rapid Lo-Fi is to start, making a bit of a dent towards Revenant, it has to be now when they are buying back. I mean, will they even call a timeout soon? You might want to see that happen. I wonder what the ultimates look like.
I
have a glimpse of it, but right now, yeah, okay. DOS9 with the orbital strike. Rapid Lo-Fi sitting on 3 of those, and they are pretty close to maxing out their alts. They can make things happen.
अब लग रहा है बे, तभी तो कुछ अलग लग रहा है.
Cheeky setup. That's a weird Viper wall as well, and you can see that's tripping out Revenant. They're like, what the hell is this Viper wall from Hookah? In fact, that it kind of honestly ruined the plan. Like, you have a triple high-low, you want the attackers to walk into it, and I think regardless of whether the Viper wall's there and the disruptive sky smoke, one way or another, it seems like Revenant will be headed over there. In the meanwhile, you can see both Skills and Sultan trying to explore the extremities and get a read on what's happening.
Alright, so just a tinsy bit of information. Hilo still at the ready. Prodigy kind of hovering between showers and that high-low setup, but with a minute left on the clock, they've gotten off of it, Pilsky.
There's the pit. Be long. That's going to be hard for Revenant to deal with the fade and the raise over there. But I don't know if you can chase into that pit. We'll see what Sultan's movements over on Hookah are looking like. He's trying to sneak out of the sky smoke, it looks like.
I don't know if you want to do that. Trip 2 alongside Prodigy on the other side of it. So it's a little bit risky, but with 30 seconds left on the clock, it points to the fact that Revenant is going all in on the site.
Nice kill, Sultan. Nice kill.
Raining hellfire into the B site right now. The thrash
but Molly है, W.
But they still have massive control over the site. Skysmoke blocks most of it. Yes, Wingman does get the spike down, and they cannot do anything. Rapid Lo-Fi just kind of blocked off with the roadblock. Now, holds the angle, a bit of a double. Sultan coming in for the next now, and it just chases Tripchu away, tail tucked between his legs. He has to make a run for it.
There's no two ways about it, Quack. That round is a nightmare for Rapid Lo-Fi. Viper's been invested on reactive orbital strike, and you get the thrash on through towards Hookah and Elbow, and they don't get a single kill out of it and still lose the round. That is a nightmare.
इन लोगों की 2 अल्टीज हुई है opposition वाले की, फिर भी round आ रहे हैं ये लोग.
Stuck now.
No! That is brutal.
He's going for the crouch too.
You just heard the collective heartbreak from every Vietnamese player in that round. That is just, that is just brutality from Revenant.
That's what Kazakhs are made of. I mean, it's incredible how they made it happen. We talked about it. The 3 ultimates invested into the round. How did Revenant really gain control over that so quickly? That's amazing how they just had players swarm the site. Orbital strike, yes, the response was there, but they weren't able to push out because of how Revenant positioned themselves.
Yeah, now Revenant is just picking up the pace. You've seen Paradox charging straight into U-Haul every single round, continuing to try to force things into this A site. He's not ready for it at all, Albus. Unfortunate, caught in the side of the head, and Rapid Lo-Fi stuck on the backside of
Nice pick, man.
Goodness, now aware too. Along with the Boombot, wants to peek for even more. Alongside him will eat a bullet to the face from Daft, though. Not to worry, because we've got that Viper's Pit just engulfing everything. Shorty as well, so anyone who dares step foot into this will get hit. Rapid Lo-Fi thinking very carefully about how they want to approach, but just right around the outskirts of it. Skills will spot them out, stepping up to the plate, stepping up to bat. Skills brings Revenant to 7.
He's having a much better game, and that's what you want to be seeing. I think, opening game against SBG, he had a very rough run of things, but leading the charge here, hand in hand with Paradox, can say what you want about the Kazakhstani imports coming into this roster, but this is an effort by committee so far, Quack.
Yeah, the entire team is chipping in, and you gotta love how Skills is really, not shying away from some of these fights now, especially when he knows that he has the advantage. He can't afford to go for it, so that's what you want to see more of from Revenant. Stacked up towards B now.
Creeping up towards B long. The fade and the raise thinking about a bathroom's push onto Sultan over on the other side of the map. It's just a jump spot from Trip Chew. Prowler gonna be contested. Not pushing him off the line just yet, but he needs to be careful not to stick around too long and lose his life here.
Very dangerous. If anything, he knows the Boombot calling it all too clear. And this is something that you gotta love about Revenant. For the past several rounds now, they've left that toxic screen up around A. They've always made a little bit of presence known towards B long, and that just gives them so much more freedom across the map. If they take this lane, they take that fight, they can go for the TP play if they want to. But because they have that toxic screen and lurk up from Sultan, Rapid Lo-Fi might not know this. Prowler calls and makes it known that there are at least a couple of players around the site. Sultan makes his cautious play up into lanes.
There's just so much space created by Sultan. They're able to get into the site with the Sky Smokes. Beautiful paint shells from Daft though. Evening up the numbers, a couple of ults
रेस लो है कैसे तो अगर रेस मर गया ना ब्रो हो सकता है ब्रिमस्टोन मॉली भी अपने पे शायद अभी ब्रिम मॉली है गेको मॉली है ब्रो.
Yes, they want to dodge that Nightfall, Pilski. The showstopper even comes in though, so Paradox unfortunately does not hear those B-hops coming his way, but at the very least we still have a little bit more control up around Showers. SK Rossi being able to fend off any diffusers coming through. DOS9 now back with the angle from short just to shut off Rapid Lo-Fi. Revenant up to 8.
That round is just perfection from Revenant, right from start to finish. The patience of being
anticipation. Wow.
Just playing around any kind of trap play that you're going to get from, this Gecko fade raise comp. You can sometimes be coming up, be long, and if you run into a trap, you get absolutely dumpstered. So they really took their time there, and when they finally beat onto the site, it's a beautiful double pick. Exactly as you mentioned, Quack. Sultan has created the lurk up short A and found the space in U-Haul.
Yeah, I really love how they played that post plant, but they got to keep this streak up. I mean, they're doing such a good job right now. Don't want to let go of it. With showstopper, looking to blow things up right into Elvis. Death with the paint shells, not too bad. Takes down the Prince of Indian Valor. Now Paradox trying to step up and fill his shoes. Sprays into the Sky Smoke at least just to try to find anything. But look at the positioning. Look at how everyone's starting to wrap around, even with a Dizzy. It doesn't catch. DOS9 now. He has the shorty. Sorts over to it. Kind of connects. On the other side with the
W round. We have Gecko ult now.
They have you surrounded. Rapid Lo-Fi, throw your hands up in the air.
C का orb.
Yeah, Rapid Lo-Fi, big problems for them. This
DOS और skills by दोनों की ult आने
for
वाली है.
them at all. Don't know if running that Cypher would be doing them any kind of favors, trying to defend some of these set plays from Revenant, because you've seen a lot of depth, a lot of different variations from them. That round, you saw the Viper Orb lineup in combination with both a Mosh and a Paint Shells. It's very clear that Revenant has got a playbook with a lot of these set plays, and Rapid Lo-Fi are now just getting desperate. They want to try to disrupt it, and they're going to do exactly what they did in the pistol, just dry contact, walking straight up short A. And they found a little bit of a gap for a moment. They know, they've heard that sound of Revenant taking bathrooms, and they hear these footsteps falling away as well. Beautiful pick from Daft.
It was a bit of a gamble to go for that dry contact, but it does pay off. So, a little bit of numbers advantage, and now Revenant are rearing their heads, rethinking their decisions into the round. Can't quite find much, though, Pilski.
We'll see. Rossi won off the Thrash, but I don't know if there's an AWP on offer. Revenant are just split pick around the map right now. They've got both extremities, but not really a clear passage of play of what they want to do in the mid to late round yet.
It's a very good turtle approach from Rapid Lo-Fi. I mean, a little bit extending the neck out short and then turtling back in. Look at how far back they are on site. So Revenant doesn't really have vision or information. They're waiting for those sky smokes to dissipate.
Yeah, there's 3 players over here. The wall's going to go up with 30 seconds to go, so this is going to be a difficult site for Revenant to take.
Whoa. Oh, toxic screen up as well. Yeah, about difficult. They have no choice but to bulldoze through. 30 seconds, 20 seconds left now. Suka trying to do what he can to fend them off. It's the perfect crossfire. You got elbow, you got the sight, you got the tube. They are doing everything to fend off Revenant to pick up that second round for Rapid Lo-Fi.
मैच अलग होता है, मैप्स अलग होते हैं. एक मैच 3 मैप. लोअर ग्रैंड फाइनल्स 5 मैप, ग्रैंड फाइनल्स 5 मैप.
Enough pieces of
तब तक सारे मैचेस 3 मैप.
very hard coming into that site. You had the snake bite over on B long immediately from Suka. He's played that to perfection, just scaling through the elbow smoke. When you've got that little time and you're peeking out together like that as Rapid Lo-Fi, Revenant's never getting in.
Now the Rapid Lo-Fi, they're trying everything, trying to make sure that Revenant doesn't get in again. A little bit more presence towards B long, but Revenant's mostly stacked towards A. This is a lot of information for Rapid Lo-Fi, Pilski.
Yeah, but the longer Revenant takes, the more difficult the round gets for them. They have got no senti trips holding the flank. You just need to buy time on the back of sight, and that's exactly what Rapid Lo-Fi are doing. Credit to both Albus and Darth just sitting back in spawn and giving time for the flank to happen.
With the Nightfall too, though. Revenant looking for that 10-2 first half, but do they know? Are they aware that there is a flank coming their way? It's not a small flank either, Pilski. The Thrash confirms it, and that's going to be DOS9 getting hit, detained. Prodigy takes him out. The Wingman going into clear. Rossi spotted out and dazed as well. Paradox, the only one left, and he's all the way at the back of short. Too many targets. He does dig one up, though. Looking for the burst. He's trying. He's strafing, but he's still too darn low. The blast pack. They've gotten stuck into half. It's gonna be that mosh pit. He still wants to push up, but he can't find them. The round is going to end. It's going to Rapid Lo-Fi. It is a 9-3.
Little bit of recovery there at the end of the half, as you can see from Rapid Lo-Fi, but by no means a close affair. Really solid stuff from Revenant.
डिपेंड करता है. Actually दोनों तरीके से खेल सकते हो. तुम्हारे कॉम के ऊपर भी डिपेंड करता है.
Like we saw against SPG, they took that momentum and they keep running with it. Rapid Lo-Fi though, those last 2 rounds were pretty good, Quack. You got to give them credit. Shutting down the push up short A and the proactivity they showed in those last 2 rounds. Pushing short A, pushing down long B, and then playing the macro really, really well. Not only shutting down the B execute in round 11, but also round 12 right at the end there. Really, really good stuff from those players. Anchoring over on the A side to just fall back to spawn and give time for that flank, and as you mentioned, the Thrash to come through.
इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता सुब्रता, इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता. इस बार कोलैप्स नहीं चाहिए. हेलो चंद्रबान. किल्स भाई. हेलो स्मोकी. सेज बफ होने वाली है, फीनिक्स बफ होने वाला है, गेको साइफर नर्फ होने वाले हैं हल्के हल्के. यस, फीनिक्स बफ, सेज बफ, साइफर नर्फ, गेको नर्फ. कैसे बैठा है भाई ये. तीन मैप है.
They were still ferocious.
हाँ कोई सीन नहीं सुब्रता, कोई सीन नहीं, देख लेंगे. बात तो सही है तेरी, हो जाएगा.
Rapid Lo-Fi, they have to be on their toes.
Totally agree. I think for Rapid Lo-Fi, it's not only the side.
मेरे
swap, but
Cypher
also
को nerf
just
कर रहे हैं
you've
ये
got
लोग.
limited amount of time left in Ascension Pacific here. If you keep letting the game go this way, they cannot take that long to adapt like they did on their defensive half. They just won't have the amount of rounds left in this game and in this series. So, need some faster adaptation, a better start here for Rapid Lo-Fi. And totally agree with you. Revenant, I mean, I got my eyes on Sultan in particular. That man, he loves to just dry push an angle on the Viper. If he sees no one, he will just keep going.
Oh. Well, he's holding for now. Daft already in the back. Is Revenant aware? The top of the screen fall, but here footsteps. Ooh!
Nice. ठीक है. Good
but
trades.
here
Good
comes
trades.
Sultan.
Good trades.
Revamped by tricked you, though. What is this pincer maneuver from Rapid Lo-Fi? One from the front and a couple from the back. This is amazing stuff. And now they've got the spike down alongside the wingman. Mosh pit at the ready, just to retain control over Lance. He does
Nice RNG Rossi.
so it's
Nice kills by
Rossi's automatic
Ross ने
frenzy
मारा.
that chews him up.
Who kills by
Or superior weapon in close range. Prodigy trying to hold off the spike defuse, but look at the body blocking. Look at DOS9 just going up front.
I should get 2 shields. नहीं
Revenant laying their advantages.
I think the molly as well, thrown out by Prodigy there, either missed or it was body blocked by Revenant. So
ऐसे को तो अच्छा nerf किया है bro.
Good 2 for 2.
फिर भी अभी लोग खेलते हैं early advantage के लिए तो ISO फिर भी बहुत अच्छा
They
है.
got the after plant and a positional advantage, but Revenant just way too good at that retake.
अभी देखो ना Pearl आया है ना वापस. Pearl में लिख के देता हूँ तुमको ISO खेलेंगे लोग. लिख के देता हूँ.
The frenzy, Pilsky.
Yeah, I know.
RNG अच्छी है Rossi अच्छी है.
I'm about it, Quack. I'm not criticizing that. There's the molly. Did we get it? It looks like they saw the molly from ages away and they ran into body blockers. So that's another nice little touch from Revenant that I'll give him credit
Newton,
for.
thank you for the membership. Thank you.
That's amazing stuff. I mean, they're just going to keep this up. Rapid Lo-Fi, it's going to be a little bit tough for them attacking with just classics. Bit of utility, signature ability of Gecko now, crossed out, but no problem for Sultan. You talk about it, he's there to fight them day after day. Paradox here to clean up the double, the triple. Revenant up to 11.
Paradox is looking really sharp as well. This
Almost
map.
ace
And,
tha be.
like, I know that this seems to be the better map for him in terms of the raise and comfort agent, but I want to see that map-to-map consistency. I don't want to see that Yori performance on Icebox.
Oh,
When you know that a player's
had to
got...
bring that up.
Well, when you see a player's got this amount of potential, I
Yeah.
mean, even if you're a fan of the team, if you're from someone from South Asia, you've watched your boy play these leagues. This guy's been grinding for a number of years. He's had the opposite trajectory, really, to Rossi and Skills, who have been in the global lineup.
Rahul bhai.
Although less so more recently, which I won't bring up. But Paradox, on the other hand, man, he's been grinding, through the Indian scene for ages. So you want to see your boy performing game in, game out, and you want to see
Sultan को
Revenant
अच्छा वो
closing
दिखे
out
हुआ
this
है.
game nice
तो
and
सुल्तान
cleanly
को
if they
किसने मार
can.
दिया भाई?
Rapid
Nice.
Lo-Fi. Oh, look at that push. We talk about dry pushes. Look at that push down mid.
They're going for it, Revenant. Wonder if Elvis spotted on
भाई
his
का game होने
map.
वाला है.
He's backed up. I don't think he knows. Jiggling around the
भाई का
corner,
गेम
spotted
हो
on
गया.
the
Skills
side.
भाई ने गेम किया है ऊपर से bro.
That's a battle on the ground,
Fade
too.
day. Fade
He
day.
held the wrong angle at the wrong time every single time, and now they're getting util dump trying to come out A. This is looking grim, Quack.
I mean, 90% of the time it works, 60% of the time. The math doesn't make sense. It's going to be Revenant now, just trying to retake. They still have the numbers advantage. Suka down low. Everything points to Revenant winning this out. They have the
Nice,
advantage
Sultan,
of
nice.
the positioning as well. I mean, look at this. Lamps
Rossi पे
around the
wingman
side,
वगैरह है
around
क्या?
truck. Death is the only one just trying to hold some of these angles,
W.
bring it down. On the other sides too, up around showers, but it's not quite working out. Sky Smoke, Mosh Pit in his face. Trip Chew trying to work against this, but body blocks, players hunting, they're all looking for him. They got the spike defused, and it's
Gun गिराओ gun.
up to match, but even with the classic right click.
Insult to injury from Sultan. Man's been locking things down
Locked in,
on
baby.
on defense so far, and you'd expect nothing less from him. He's got a pit as well to play with, heading into potentially the last round of the
अपने पे
game.
वाइपर
here.
अल्ट है. ठीक है
Revenant,
वाइपर अल्ट भी इनफ
this
है.
is the dominance we saw at the start of the SPG game continuing. I'm also kind of wondering though, it's the same thing that we saw from RLF against JFT. Where are the timeouts? Where are the timeouts for Rapid Lo-Fi?
Oh, yeah. It's tough. It is Revenant's map pick, though, so
to pick up on that a little bit more, I don't see that they have a coach listed. I know they have a substitute player who, plays every other couple of maps, and I don't know what the deal is with that, but I didn't see specifically whether they even had a coach listed.
Can't tell you, but one thing's for sure is that they are trying. We're going against insurmountable odds, though, Pilski. The Viper's Pit, they were thinking about that Thrash. Now they've sent it through to Bats. Death, trying to fire it off. He doesn't really find too much. Inside the Sky Smoke, Dust 9 spots him out with the shorty. Look at that. With the Phantom now. Sprays onto the next. Onto the third. Snaps back and forth.
एस के लिए बोल रहा
Knight is on a rampage.
एस के लिए बोल रहा देखो
Will try to stop it down. Skills is just trying to delay. They want to get the ace to him. He will collect. He will send him down 6 feet under.
What a setup.
Let's
from
go.
Revenant. I mean, that whole map was beautiful, but even
skills
that
भाई का
kick
size
setup
थोड़ा
with
बढ़
the
गया है बे.
runway over the top of
Damn.
bathrooms, like you just
Bro,
couldn't
it's
get
thick.
anywhere. Even with the thrash
Extra
outside
thick.
of from inside the bathrooms to try to get up onto the A site, you see the head shake there from Rapid.
W.
That's exactly how that map felt. They were just
अबे
getting
हाँ
dominated
इस
right
पे
from
भी ये
the
साउंड
start.
डालेगा तो
They
अच्छा
just
लगेगा पता है.
no chance to even get into the map at all.
Yeah, it was really,
Nice.
really tough.
Well played,
especially
bhai.
in that
Well played.
last round.
क्या और ना घूम के मार दिया स्मोक के अंदर सटासट भाई कुछ भी मार दिया भाई उसने. W भाई ये राउंड अच्छा निकाला भाई. ये दोनों ने एक्चुअली बहुत अच्छा निकाला ब्रो. नहीं सुल्तान तो भाई बहुत छोटा है भाई. रॉसी वाह ओके मीट अब समझा मैं नहीं पैरा इतना भी मोटा नहीं है. पैरा मेरे जितना है. मतलब मैं मोटा हूँ बट इतना नहीं भाई. 10 मेंबरशिप गिव अवे. वाह भाई वाह. मैच जीते ना गाइस. अगर मैच जीते ना क्या करूं मैं. वो बेचारा पीछे रहा तो एक गोली में मर गया. उसकी तो गलती भी नहीं थी कुछ. ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ चलो इन लोग को करने दो बातें. अपन बात करते हैं. एक्डी नहीं मैं तो चाह रहा हूँ. अबे बोल लेता हूँ भाई. नहीं रे 4 बजे कंफर्म. चलो जिमीज. कल भाई का हो गया तीनों मैप का मिला के अभी. आपके से ज्यादा है प्यारा हाँ मेरे से मोटा है. हाँ इंडोनेशिया में मैचेस. यस एक मैसेज कितनी बार डालोगे बताओ. ओम भाई कितनी बार डालोगे एक मैसेज. डाल लो. एक काम कर लो जितनी बार भी डालने एक बार का डाल लो आप. एक सिंगल मैसेज फिर मैं बताता हूँ. स्किल पे ज्यादा फैल गए गेम के अंदर भाई. गेम के अंदर MVP रेज एंड रेज. बट पब्लिक तुमको एक बात बताओगे यार. मेरे को बुरा लग रहा है यार सामने वाली टीम के लिए. उन बेचारों पे कोच नहीं है बे. वो क्यों नहीं है. अगर उनकी गलती की वजह से है तो ठीक है. और अगर वो लोग बिना कोच के यहाँ तक पहुंचे हैं तो यार मेरे को बुरा लग रहा है भाई. एसेंट में थिंक कासिफ भाई होंगे ड्यूलिस्ट. हाँ कासिफ भाई ड्यूलिस्ट होंगे. कासिफ या डॉस. ब्लैक ऑप्स खेलोगे ना. गोल्ड प्ले के लिए पागल हो रही है पब्लिक. कोल्ड प्ले के लिए पागल हो रही है भाई। डॉस टू केजे, हाँ शायद डॉस खेल सकता है किल जो है। नहीं यार, फुल पे की टिकट सोल्ड पे गए। डब्ल्यू पे रॉसी की जेट, रॉसी चेम्बर, फिनिक्स, फिनिक्स भाई, फिनिक्स बफ होने वाला है। अब फिनिक्स को उठाने वाले लोग। क्या लगता है वैसे उनको फिनिक्स में क्या आ सकता है? लंबी वॉल क्या आ सकता है वे? लंबी वॉल एक हो सकती है, लंबी ड्यूरेशन की प्लस हाई डैमेज देने वाली मॉली हो सकती है, हाई डैमेज हाई हील देने वाली मॉली हो सकती है। 3 फ्लैशेस, 60 सूट 60, ठाप ठूप ठाप। एसेंड में घुसो, मेन पे फ्लैश, साइड में फ्लैश, डोर पे फ्लैश या हेवन फ्लैश, खत्म। क्या लगता है यार फिनिक्स में क्या हो सकता है? और एक लंबी वॉल लग रही है मेरे को, एक लंबी और लंबे ड्यूरेशन वाली वॉल, ठीक है, लंबी और लंबे ड्यूरेशन वाली वॉल। 2 फ्लैशेस, मे बी फ्लैश होने का जो ड्यूरेशन है, मतलब तुम कितने सेकंड के लिए फ्लैश होते हो, वो भी शायद बढ़ सकता है। मॉली एक हो सकती है, लंबी ड्यूरेशन की मॉली, मॉली का डैमेज ज्यादा, मॉली से हील ज्यादा, ये भी हो सकता है। अगर ये हो गया ना तो और लोग उठाएंगे फिनिक्स, पता है। हेलो अरविंद, गुड मॉर्निंग। डबल मॉली ना, डबल मॉली इज ब्रोकन। 5 स्टार अल्ट, ब्रो बूम वर्सेस एसपीजी है ब्रो अगला मैप। क्या करना है बॉयज, देखना है क्या अगला मैप भी? बूम वर्सेस एसपीजी बहुत इनसेन मैच होगा ब्रो, बहुत अच्छी टीम से दोनों। एक फुल सेंस करके भी थाईलैंड की टीम है, वो भी बहुत अच्छी टीम है। देखना है नेक्स्ट मैच, अगर मैं बाहर नहीं जाता तो देखता हूँ नेक्स्ट मैच फिर। कम बैक बीजे में। नहीं विपिन भाई, सब बढ़िया प्रयाग भाई, सब बढ़िया भाई। नींद से उठा ऐसा देखता हूँ 2-0 हो गया, मैं बोला लग गए भाई, मैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है, और हो भी गया मैच स्टार्ट। चेस नहीं देखता चेस नहीं देखता मैं। नहीं होने वाला है, 10 सेकंड में दिखा रहा है, 5 मिनट लगेगा लेकिन लगता है। एक दिन अल्फा के साथ बीजेएमआई खेलो, कितने मिनट्स का डिले होता है? इधर मेरे को नहीं पता, मेरे स्ट्रीम पे 0 सेकंड है. Paji Gaming. आनंद भाई चेक व्हाट्सएप. मैं हर्षद. अजी के वैलो वाला कोई नया गेम खेलूंगा चाइना का माल. व्हाट डू यू मीन चाइना का माल भाई? हेलो साढ़े 4 टीबी क्या बोल रहे हो भाई? क्या मिस किया रे मैंने? आइसो सुल्तान और डॉस डुएलिस्ट आइसो योरू टाइफर रॉसी
भाई कॉम्बो.
And a lot of little tricky things, especially on an old map like Haven. And to take us through Haven will be our casters Quack and Pilsky.
Pilsky, oh my gosh, what is this? We got new comps! New comps!
शॉट रे डॉस, शॉट है ब्रो, शॉट है.
That's
नियॉन को
all
भगा दिया
you
भाई.
need to know. Revenant are putting Sultan and DOS9 on the duelists and saying, carry me home, boys. Take me home to an Ascension win. And I respect it, honestly, the way they've been playing this tournament. But there is a little bit more to it, obviously. Ewok talked about it a little bit. Comp popularized by Fnatic, Durka and Alpha running around on these agents. RLF, on the other hand, going back to a comp that they used to run. They played it twice against Flash, but more recently they actually played a Sage comp against Fancy in the final of the Vietnamese challenges. So they like to flex around different comps on this map, but this Neon Phoenix being something that they've run before. Speaking of running, Rapid Lo-Fi into a free C site. Cam left behind here for Albus, and Rapid Lo-Fi trying to scramble into position for this
Neon
retake.
Breach.
Yeah, quick sprint in.
Neon Breach Phoenix.
Revenant are leaving SK Rossi, who is now on the fight one of the first times playing Cypher, by the way, on the lurk, and he's getting a quick double for his troubles. A third, looking for the fourth, out of ammo. Okay, looking for the next. He knows where Chu is. He's going for the free fire, but Paradox steals it away. Revenant picks up the pistol. What a
12:30 बजे तो मैं स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट कर रहा था ये तो पहला मैप का पहला दूसरे मैप का पहला राउंड निकल गया 12:30
flexibility that we're talking about. You've got DOS9 Sultan, although they have flexed on ISO before. I believe that was in the India Challengers final. But they chucked one of the Kazakh boys on the ISO. They're putting these guys on the duelists. Then you've got, as you mentioned, Rossi's onto a Cypher, which is actually, I don't know if he's even played Sentinel as of recently. Yeah, there you go. That's huge.
रॉसी साइफर खेलने वाले आगे तो मेरे से बात करनी पड़ेगी रॉसी को
So, you know, we're just throwing consistent
पता चला कल का सबसे पहला साइफर खेल लिया रॉसी ने
that we'll see if it works for them. Rapid Lo-Fi, this is their pick. It's been up and down for them. They beat Fancy. They've beaten Flash once, lost to Flash once. That's the only barometer you can really measure Rapid Lo-Fi by is those two quality teams in the Vietnamese region. Because up until I saw Rapid Lo-Fi at this Ascension tournament, as far as I was concerned, those were the only two teams worth talking about in Vietnam. But obviously, I don't know what I'm talking about.
It does swap around a lot. I mean, we can only tell so much because what we're analyzing and casting is what we see in the server. We don't know what goes on in between, and there's a lot
You're
that
telling
could
me
go
you
on.
don't watch every region, Quack?
No.
Like, are you even trying to do your research, bro? Come on.
I'm getting
Like, I
called out.
watched 20 regions, you know, from EMEA
Jumping
into
from
Pacific. I
EMEA.
definitely watched every game. Yep, I watched every game, bro.
Watching
I'll just say it right
CN supporting Maple, but whatever it is, we are supporting both these teams right here, right now. The fake out will be sparred by that. A huge tell. And SK Rossi, the only guy with the ghost, why
But
not?
info मिला उसको
let
क्या
him
दो बंदे
take
हैं
the
इधर
heat,
और
right? And he can take it. One kill off, and then the spike down. Sultan, a guy on the ISO, of course. Paradox there to support as well. They knew where Rapid Lo-Fi were approaching from, and they've been doing this on eco rounds. Rapid Lo-Fi love to stick together when they only have pistols. It's a little bit clear for Revenant how they want to approach. Good little wrap around from depth, though. That's going to be a huge pickup.
आउटलॉ है अपने भी लेकिन वन बुलेट किल है
Yeah, can they close the round though? This is a pretty impressive post plant to deal with, and DOS9. That's the two shots from the outlaw that you wanted to see too. You know, throw all your troubles away. Don't worry too much if you're an Indian fan. The round was on fire a second ago, but that's in the backside of the map where we can't see it, so let's not worry about that. Let's focus on the bonus rounds. Good stuff from Revenant. We're already seeing them on Haven, which is what you want to be seeing with those snappy adjustments like on Vines. That's the thing I like about their attacking Vine. They're happy to hit the TPs and change their plan at a moment's notice. You're already starting to see that a little bit on Haven. They just let Rossi be the money man, you know, running with a gun that's not worth anything and be a bit of a decoy. And that's not a bad approach anti-eco as long as you take enough space and get yourself in a comfortable enough post plant.
Yeah, we love a selfless prince, SK Rossi. Revenant goes for
Yeah, not a rush. They've gone for AE lobby control a couple of times so far. This time they're having a look at Grass. Rossi's tapping his cam. They're going to go back here though. You can see Daft still on the info line, but he's been smoked off, which is exactly why you see Trip Chew over here on the short line and joining him on the A site.
Yeah. A lot of players from Revenant though, and he gets dinked through those boxes. So a lot of presence being made known. Corners being checked clear. Daft still kind of jiggling up around. I mean, if you are Rapid Lo-Fi right now, you're definitely wondering about this A site. And you've only got 40 seconds left on the clock, but Revenant are making moves across the map.
Yeah, you're still seeing them just pivot on a moment's notice. Fault line going to keep them back for the time being. Rapid Lo-Fi starting to rotate on here. Now this is down to Suka in the back of the site, still alive, Quack.
Nice one, Barra.
I mean, yes.
Nice one, Barra.
All the way in.
Good round, bro. Good round.
However, time ticking. It's up to SK Rossi. Good little burst onto Trip Q now with the new effect. He looks for Prodigy. 5 seconds. Has to hunt.
Plan कर दे, plan कर दे, plan कर दे. Plan कर
Prodigy
Rossi,
knows his
plan कर
mission
दे.
and just completely evades and avoids. Now holds the angle up against SK Rossi. 2 for the headshot. Rapid Lo-Fi. Great way to bring things back.
सामने पड़ा था प्लांट, साइड में पड़ा था प्लांट. वैसे प्लान नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, राउंड के लिए प्लान नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, पैसों के लिए बोल रहा हूँ, पूरी टीम को पैसे मिल जाते।
Revenant on the other hand,
अरे क्या पता निकल भी जाए।
ये देखो अभी ये जो हाफ शील्ड पे बैठा है इसको फुल शील्ड आ जाती
like I
शायद।
mentioned, they're quite happy to change up the approach. What I would like to see more of though is they're kind of like 5-man.
ठीक है बट गुड राउंड बोनस राउंड अच्छा निकाला उन सबका, उन सबका पैसा उड़ाया हमने।
Lo-fi, which is what you will see a lot of the time with this breach comp, the neon kind of sliding up on in, so you are often quite concerned you're going to have to fight, and they will definitely have to do exactly that. You see the commitment on the TP from DOS9, and there is the relay belt in combination with the curveball. Rapid Lo-fi throwing everything at long A there.
Whoa! Still swings out though, DOS9. Oh my goodness. It's a great relay ball like you were talking about. Perfectly lands onto DOS, but he still goes in for it. Meanwhile, Revenant, after all of that presence, Rapid Lo-fi might be thinking that they're hovering around long, but it's that push quickly into C. Good thing for Rapid Lo-fi, though, is that Albus has been sitting around the corners.
Yeah. Just keeping that garage control. Can see Rapid Lo-fi just trying to regroup, set themselves up. Paradox trying to make the big play and wrap back around through grass will probably be key here, as well as the 2 players aggressive on spawn.
Oh! Paradox, though, picked off. So yeah, players from spawn, from garage, will be able to swing out really quickly and confidently now. Rapid Lo-fi able to take down the site for the defuse and to tie up the score up against Revenant. Why not? 2-2.
I think this Ewok guy might know something about ValorantT, because Daft is looking good on this map, man. Already big 4K on the Neon, and you saw the confidence on the cam there. Little bit of a fist bump to the teammate, little bit of a, yeah, I'm him. I'm that guy. Running around, killing everyone.
I mean, if he
and the money's fantastic now.
Yeah, dropped like 34 kills, right, against, you know, big Vietnamese rivals, Fancy United, the guys who were at Ascension 2023 last year. Putting up those big numbers against them, taking the win in the grand final. I mean, if he can really have that consistent of a performance, and on a different agent too, by the way, he was a Jet, now he's a Neon. If he can keep this up, he might just be able to push this into a 3-mapper against Revenant, who have so many fans supporting them behind.
और ये तो खुद भी टाइम आउट ले सकते हो डिस्कस करने के लिए कि क्या गलती हो रही है, क्या ठीक कर सकते हैं.
They've taken attack time out here. Going to have to be back down to a half bite. You're seeing them, you know, it's some interesting approaches so far from the attacking side on Revenant. I would like to see Rossi more active on the lurking grass. As I mentioned, it feels a little one-dimensional for me. What Revenant is doing. They're leaving the cam in grass. And, you know, to be fair, this is not a role that he's comfortable on or has played in the past, as we've mentioned, but Haven is a map where it's 3 lanes. There are so many lurk timings. You know, you want your Sentinel player to be able to find space on the map, to be able to find those lurk timings into garage, cut the map in half. You saw Sushi Boys doing it the other day. You want your Sentinel player to have that autonomy so that you can have contingency plans and you don't have to just 5-man onto one part of the map. So definitely would like to see Revenant getting more active in terms of keeping their options open, maybe looking for some picks in the mid-round.
Yeah.
And they've got their work cut out for them. That was a attack timeout into a round where I'm seeing them bring 4 stingers in. So it's very clear they have a specific approach. And Rapid Lo-fi just running it straight down grass through garage as well.
Oh,
soft hai bhai.
Okay, well, they're not literally running down just yet. It is risky because they do not want to lose those rifles. But as soon as they hear that utility into the B site, in the C site, it's gonna be a quick rush. We do have SK Rossi on a sheriff. Bit of a slow
nice.
Big fight into the C site. And it's going to be even trades for both teams now until TripShoe swings out from garage. Good kill. Prodigy picking one up. It's all down to SK Rossi. He doesn't know.
Shot!
Is that
one
spot him at the last minute though. Good headshot. TripShoe's gone.
1 minute. Pura 1 minute Rossi. Pura 1 minute.
Feeling just relatively comfortable. Losing the Rossi.
Shot, bro.
Streak clutches out 1-2 for Revenant Esports. The prince of Indian Valorant is here.
नहीं बैक साइड है पता था उसने कैमरा तोड़ा था बट बैक साइड किधर है वो नहीं पता.
2 shots from the sheriff should never be allowed.
देखना यार Rossi का
every day of the week. You saw the way that they were set up centralized over on that B site contesting grass. That gave them such a quick rotation straight into C. You had the perfect relay bolt from Daft. You had a runner back invested in there from Prodigy. I thought they were just going to storm the site and wipe Revenant, but
मेरे
it's
जैसा
insane
sniper
that
खेलता
they've
है
been
ये।
able to fight back that hard and that
वे
Rossi's
gap
been
रखी
able to
इन्होंने।
complete that 1-on-2 with a Sheriff.
For
sure.
का फायदा
I mean,
इनको ही है
you
वैसे।
saw how he pre-checked that angle. That's amazing. And now he's just holding it against them, considering the fact that that's the play that Rapid Lo-Fi used against Revenant in the previous round. Okay. Info game.
Straight up onto C. Free
Rossi भाई
open
लेकर आ
side.
गए
Rossi,
एक
that's what I was talking about. That is the aggression in the middle of the map, and here's this retake attempt from Rapid Lo-Fi again, Quack. Oh, never mind. It just TP'd out.
Skills भाई।
TP'd the spot.
Oh, damn!
And he's still alive.
बहुत तगड़ा वीडियो।
What is going on? But still, it's going to be Revenant now taking control over the site. They've dealt with Daft. The guy is confused.
अब लोग दो किल निकाल रहे हैं भाई एक साथ। दो
They've taken everyone down. Revenant, they take the wins where they can get them.
Paradox's TP'd into the opponent's spawn.
क्या?
On site with someone right next to him.
भाई
I
मेरे को
thought
लगा
that-
skills गया
that
भाई।
Revenant was just cancelling that C side hit after
क्या
seeing
हो
the
गया
flood
रे?
attempt. Like I
क्या
said,
miss किया
good stuff
मैंने?
for
क्या
Rossi.
लिखा था
That's what
उसमें?
you want to see from the Sentinel player. Okay, the TP gets cancelled
उड़ा
by
दे,
the
उड़ा दे,
side
उड़ा
bomb, which puts him back on the site. Paradox being alone on the site here and getting 2 in that situation is unreal because he's got no help. The rest of the boys are in garage.
And that's awesome. I love, like, taking down Depth was such a big thing. And with that now, I mean, Rapid Lo-Fi onto the Eco. Those are some big ultimates, but it's tough for them to utilize these in this round. And they're slowly starting to run out of rounds, starting to feel the heat, the elimination match that our desk was emphasizing on. I mean, this is almost a whole year's worth of work for Rapid Lo-Fi. Suka leading them. Is it going to go all down to dust on this map? They can't let it happen.
I mean, Revenant
भाई ने
just
दो बंदों को
keeps going
destabilize कर
C.
दिया।
You just keep walking into an open site. I got nervous for a second seeing the vulnerable the teammate shot down.
कैमरा भी गया।
Good.
Bam में कैमरा
Lo-Fi,
गया।
I mean, it's Groundhog Day, isn't it, here, Quack? They are on for
Hey!
another C-site retake, unfortunately.
Konki and Komodo said the exact same thing with the Groundhog Day thing yesterday, but whatever it is, right now, Paranoia
Nice
is
flash,
ready.
bro. Nice
Sends
flash.
it out. Paradox hiding back in towards C-Long. They know they have the spike planted open for this. And Rapid Lo-Fi don't really have the
Hello.
guns. While even committing the kill contract just to eliminate one player from the equation. Sultan, perfect shot, picks up the shield, on to the next, looking for more targets to hit. He's playing aimless. Look at this man, quad kill.
Damn, bro.
Revenant up to 5.
It's just unreal to me
तो
that
वर्ल्ड
he's
से आगे मार के गया
thrown
देखा?
the kill
वर्ल्ड
contract
से
down in the
आते ही
open,
मारा।
हाँ।
come out of the kill contract and
Wait,
still
over
got a
me,
4K with 3 people looking at him like
कब खेलूंगा रे
allowed
मैं
to happen. The shield
Bro, last shot बहुत प्यारा था
doing him
bro।
a lot of favors. Just look at this. Straight out from behind the one-way. Okay, it wasn't that egregious. Was a little bit behind the
Sheesh.
wall, behind the one-way as well, to be fair. but
Sheesh।
that's crazy.
Hey, Hydra.
Rapid
But
Lo-Fi,
yes.
though,
ए लाइड्रा।
I mean, it's a difficult
Nice shot,
situation to be
Revenant.
in. Like, they were in a decent position. Then you had the tack timeout from Fields. Revenant won a half by, followed by another gun round, broke their money, and now they're at 2-5 when you thought they were making some headway.
Well, if anything is a consolation, they might be able to bring things back. They do have 4 ultimates that they are sitting on right now, especially with the Rolling Thunder. Perhaps they'll run it back from the Phoenix as well. I mean, potential
Chalo, chalo,
information
chalo.
gathering, potential retake abilities. That's what we're really focusing on. Give Revenant
mean-
the site, right? And then come in full force.
They've been in the
One-way,
retake
one-way,
scenario like for the
मतलब
last
वो-
3 or 4 times. We're saying on bind, we're worried
Shit,
about
my
these
team
guys
is dead.
adapting fast enough. Will it work this time?
Okay. No ultimates yet. I mean, the Rolling Thunder was committed, but now coming into it, Daft trying to block them off. What they have to be aware of, though, look at the mini-map, guys. It's SK Rossi again. Looking down
Shot.
Garage, not really known yet.
Oh!
Paradox just holding it down.
Damn,
Varus
brother!
able to take down
Damn!
Gas9, chiming in as well. And here comes SK Rossi at the best
blind वाला बहुत
possible
तगड़ा था।
timing.
यार रॉसी
6
just like
rounds
me
for
bro।
Revenant
साइफर हो
now.
तो ऐसा भाई। हाँ?
That's some more
Blind ने बहुत
beautifully
तगड़ा
sharp aim from Paradox. He's
Omen
having
कैसे
another
रेस कर दिया
monstrous
bro?
game
Flash
again.
था अपना
Raise
पैरा।
into Omen, flexing around the rolls. You've seen some very nice multi-frags from him today. And Revenant, that's another successful C hit. They just keep going C. RLF keep playing retake C and keep losing. And that's what I'm talking about when I say I'm concerned about the adaptation.
बड़ा
Where's the
बिल्ली।
tough timeout?
चलो टाइम आउट आने दो। नहीं आया?
Going out of Ascension.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, even the IGL could possibly call it just to talk to the team a little bit. You don't really have that right now. Just trying to go in for it. It's going to be Albus. Spots up the fake up. He lets it go. Eats the undercut. So vulnerable right now, but Revenant not forcing into garage yet.
Yeah, just going to go for the contact. Straight into B. Throw out the dog cover.
I think we have Rossi here. We have Rossi here.
You don't need it. That's a free sight for Revenant.
Yeah, it just feels like Rapid Lo-Fi grasping at straws a little bit right now, trying to find bits of control with map wherever they can get it. But look at how SK Rossi even cuts that off around A Lake. Now Salted, triple kill, shreds them out outside C Link. No room for Rapid Lo-Fi. Revenant takes it all.
It's just so quick.
Bro is playing
his ability to multi-frag while bursting on the rifle is really disgusting. Like we saw it the other day in the initial game with SPG. The mechanics on both Sultan and DOS9 are really, really strong. Man, RLF back on another half by, like, I just don't know what to say, Quack. Like, we need to see some level of adaptation. I feel I'm not going to be a broken record anymore. Like, there needs to be something different.
There needs to be a timeout. Not yet. We're not seeing it yet. It's going to be Revenant. A little bit of a broken record because they've gone C several times. It was B in the previous round. Now back to C.
They're all stacked here.
Shit, Rossi lurk पे चला गया है, bro.
There's 4 players already here, but that's this time Revenant are not going C. They said nope.
Rossi, look at him.
Yeah. There you go. That's getting value out of that sentinel role, Quack.
You were talking about it.
Finding info.
इनको पता है इन्होंने expect किया है
for this bloke, playing a lot of different roles, you know, not just a one-trick jet that repeats too much. He is just
NT चलो साइड में ले लो साइड में ले लो ओ गया
gets the information for his team as well.
उठा लिया इसने भी सुल्तान ने भी उठा लिया एक बंदे को गया वो भी गया चलो
picks up his first kill of the game, but also for the rest of the team to push up. Now Spike planted. Rapid Lo-Fi. Tough retake. A one way to block them off. And they have to think about their backs as well.
Nice shot, Phoenix. Nice shot.
Because of the lurks from
I'll
before.
give you that, bro. Nice shot.
Good little curveball. One shot. But look at where Revenant have themselves positioned right now. Just holding some angles, but still not too bad. Biding down the time.
Skills,
good kill from Prodigy, though. Skills. His time to shine. Here's the footsteps. Not too bad. Still, timer ticking away. He's got the shock darts. He's got the recon. Has to face off against the hot hands, but with the wall shown, able to swing easily, strafes and bursts for the clutch. 1-on-2 with Revenant up to 8.
That's Skills' first 3 kills of the game. You know what? Everyone else on the team is just killing everybody before he even gets off the drone. So, and lock down the round. Beautiful stuff. Avoiding losing against the half by. I mean, those were some very sharp shots from Prodigy on the Sheriff, outside of that, there's not too much to write home about for Rapid Lo-Fi.
Incredible streak for Revenant. I mean, yes, it's tough for Rapid Lo-Fi right now. I mean, the previous round, you know, not the best guns. The only thing to write home about was Prodigy with those Sheriff kills. But right now, even if they do win this round, Revenant has built up such a big bank, Pilski.
Could be the Yoru ult to kick things off, or just a dry contact into B again. Why mess with it if it's been working?
Well, unless Tripchu can stop them. He's got an angle. Instantly smoked off. He puts off the smoke off his own. He's the one who's going for dry contact now. Sultan was ready for that. DOS9 decoys out. Good flash.
Nice flash, man.
Yoru utility usage.
Nice TP. Nice TP. Insane, bro.
Mid. Great slip and slide play. Rapid Lo-Fi completely lost and dazed Sultan with a shorty just to chop off their legs. Elpis extended into the site for now, but spotted by Skills. So much support. angles being held, the paranoia sent through. It's a lot of map control and prime positions to send out utility, send forth bullets to claim that 9th win for Revenant Esports.
Last round in the half.
This is just beautiful depth, beautiful calling from Revenant. They're doing the same things over and over again, but Rapid Lo-Fi is never ready for them in the right round. It's been C hits, it's been A control into pivoting, and then all these dry contact Bs, and every single one of them has been working in different rounds, and that's just another round where Revenant just go, well, that contact B worked the other time, let's do it again. You know, tripped you, slipping through the smoke, straight into the crosshair of Sultan, and the round's over just like that. I mean, I just don't know what you can say about it. That is an interesting TP. The fact that he's got away with it, even more questionable.
Neon mara acha hua bro, uske stunt hai
Lots of players from Revenant trying to come back out, and at the very least they took down Daft. I think Daft is the one that they're looking to deny.
Yes.
But still, Pilski, this could be a 10-2 half. Of course, Rapid Lo-Fi
इन भाई लोगों ने B open क्यों छोड़ा है पूरा? Retake हो नहीं रहा है इनके बीच
here comes that dimensional drift to gather information as much as possible. Doesn't see anyone on the C site.
Yeah, it's a retake situation.
Ooh.
Albus, that's a nice trip. Could have gotten him a free kill onto Dots9, but missed opportunity, unfortunately. Open plant goes down for Revenant again. Albus trying to maintain control of Garage as this triple flank comes in from the rest of Rapid Lo-Fi.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, kind of, for Rapid Lo-Fi. Revenant looking to stretch their legs across the site. They spotted out Albus. Quick flick around for Sultan. Mechanics in play. Contingency shield out. He's shot his own shield for a little bit. Not too bad, though. Fault line out. Allows for Rapid Lo-Fi to get a lot more space, but look at how DOS9 stays alive. Still has the blind sides. Doesn't even need them. SK Rossi, great off angle being held. DOS9 holding his own. It's 10-2 indeed for Revenant Esports.
Yeah, and this is just bad, worse for Rapid Lo-Fi every map this event. They've had pretty much only one good half, unfortunately, which was the attack side Lotus against JFT, which is where you're starting to see, like, okay, I can see what these guys are all about. Unfortunately, outside of that, Quack, I just have not seen anything from Rapid Lo-Fi, unfortunately, which is crazy because, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm, you know, punching down on the boys when they're playing bad, but I picked them to win against the country, against the team from my own country. Like,
yes,
I believe these guys were going to do something this event, but this is just so rough, man.
If JFT does make it to the playoffs, and, you know, we're going to meet them there in Jakarta, I wonder what they're going to say to you. But regardless of that case, now on to halftime. That's, you know, the main story that we've got right now. Rapid Lo-Fi really trying to pack punch, but unfortunately, Revenant are just tanking everything their way. In fact, they are the heavy hitters themselves. That's what you got to think about. You know, so much work being put in just to make it to Ascension, to defeat Fancy United for Rapid Lo-Fi.
Yeah,
is it going to come
totally
short?
agree,
वो बिना कुछ के खेल रहे हैं बे कोच बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है
but I
भाई
rate Flash as well. Like, I rate both of those teams in Vietnam. It's not easy to overcome the top teams in your challenger scene domestically.
They were just kind
they've
of
done
outplayed, though. I mean, this sudden SK Rossi Cypher play, that's just, they weren't expecting these lurks.
I mean, clearly Fields, you know, understands more about Valorant than I do, because I don't think I would ever consider switching like 3 to 4 different players' roles across different maps. But they've got something worked out over at Revenant, at least for this game. Paradox playing fantastic, Rossi playing fantastic on both of their off roles, both of the Kazakh boys running around on the duelist. All skills needs to be as a drone because everyone else is dying, and you know that's a good place to be sometimes.
He's a drone with a gigantic laser beam. What more can you want?
A drone, a dart, and a couple of sharp teammates. That's sometimes all you need to dominate a Series 2-0.
Oh, it looks so good. Let's see if they can keep this up for the defensive half. Rapid Lo-Fi definitely swinging. All the way down mid now. Lots of footsteps heard, Pilski. Curveball at the ready, and Paradox dodges. Look at that anti-flash. Perfect reflexes. Now snaps off Sultan.
Nice shot.
A couple as well.
Skills
coming into help out too. He didn't even use the shield, and it's all SK Rossi from the other extremity to close things out. This is potentially lights out for Rapid Lo-Fi now, Pilski.
Yeah, it all comes down to the confidence, I feel. Like that round, the curveball being thrown through the dark cover and not a single person diving behind it, which allows all that rotation for 3 people to defend B. Like, look, it's the ISO here in combination with the Omen. They don't go after the first wave of util, they wait for the second, but by then, look how many players have rotated into both links. Haven is a game with very precise timings, and if you don't hit them, you're not going to make your way in.
Yeah, that felt like a little bit of a gamble. And Revenant, I mean, you look at how calm their aim was. These guys are in their element. Outlaw, shot through. Elvis, good response. On towards Paradox. I'm not sure where that came from, but looks like it was into wall.
Has to be.
All right.
Yeah. So he's picked the Omen on either top side or just spotting front side of B, which is not a bad pick to find the 2-man aggression in towards short A onto TridentZ. Not sure if he's been spotted out. Rossi's cleared out Albus in the meanwhile, but Rapid Lo-Fi trying to creep up long A now.
Still able to hold for it. Revenant. Good way to control the map overall. They've got players all across. And where it matters most, though, the automatic weapons kind of fell apart, but damage has been done. Pilski tripped you down to 1 HP, but he's able to tap single-handedly against DOS9. Dark cover out, taps for the spike, baits out the peak. He's up against SK Rossi. What is this clutch from TridentZ? He made it happen. 3-11. It's so much more work, but still a great clutch out from the man himself.
Dude had a classic going into that round. He's classicked 2 people, and ISO with a shield and a Sova, 4 to 5 headshots in quick succession, picks up the Vandal, and the cherry on the top is the patience, anticipating the push out spawn. Like Revenant not playing together, a little overconfident, they've been dominating this game, and TridentZ punishes them really nicely there. That's a beautiful clutch from TridentZ. That's something to smile about, but there's going to need to be a lot more of that for Rapid Lo-Fi. That's a huge shot from DOS9. Outlaw, Sheriff, Vandal, doesn't matter what gun this man has, he's delivering headshots.
And the discipline to go for the gate crash back to... Jesus, and what a way to cool down Rapid Lo-Fi after such an amazing clutch. He was 1 HP, but still, almost as if it doesn't even matter. SK Rossi, onto the Marshal. Rapid Lo-Fi have some plans of their own. Oh, look at this, Pilski. Oh, look at the mini-map.
Yeah, Albus, let's go. Let's get some anti-eco kills. Oh, we've got the trip.
It's either he gets the kills or he drops that Vandal. No!
No, dude, they just cleared his trip. They just killed his trip. What's he looking at?
Oh no. I don't know what just happened. Not like this. Not like this.
Did I see what happened on the radar?
I really can't tell you, buddy, but whatever it is, we've got a full squad of Revenant players now marching down to the A site. Rapid Lo-Fi desperately trying to hold on, hang on. It's TridentZ again, but he's been completely surrounded on the site. Teammates falling all around him. Revenant reaches match point.
They just ecoed them and picked up 5 rifles, Quack. Like, can you just calm down a little bit, Revenant? Like, there's no... He's already dead, bro. He's already dead. Relax. The kill contract's online for DOS9, which is off the back of... online for Sultan. And, you know, that's a massive economy swing. Revenant's not running out of money anytime soon. Let's see what Rapid Lo-Fi have come up with. This is a buy that you do not want to be fighting for Ascension Pacific life with.
Well then, potentially the last round. Rapid Lo-Fi not letting that happen. Got players towards A. They're leaving that Cypher on that lurk too. I mean, Elvis. Got to keep things up.
Trying to go for this A site creep. Prodigy spotted out. They know that there's players up behind this dark cover. Skills trying to take contact on the off angle. He spotted at least 2 players. Rotation coming in from Sultan now.
Good calls from the Revenant guys. But here comes that push. Good little dodge and skills. Sultan and Dust9 just fragging out. Dark cover, perfect for
भाई ने उठा
Paradox
लिया
as
मारने से
well.
पहले ही.
Really able to flex into any agent he wants, but here comes the one-on-one. Fortunately,
Gee,
with a little bit, but it's enough for the
gee.
team to secure the map. Revenant will move forward in this tournament. 13-3, they end out Haven, Pilski.
Very dominant win for Revenant today. Crazy in terms of all the role swaps that we're seeing, the change-ups in terms of competition. It's something that they mentioned.
जी मैं बोला था तुमको कल का मैच इजी है. मैं बोला था तुमको पहले ही बोला था भाई. चलो इजी विन. अभी फटाफट देखते हैं वैलो की दुकान में क्या है. प्लीज भाई वैलोरेंट आज आरएनटी जीती है. दे मेरे को एक स्किन दे जो मेरे को चाहिए भाई. कल क्या हो गया पता है कि बकचोदी में स्टोर में क्लिक करा था, इधर उधर परचेस पे दबा दिया और गाय आज फैंटम खरीद ली. 67 वैलोरेंट पे गया सपोर्ट पे और रिफंड ले लिया भाई. इंस्टेंट रिफंड आता है पता है. इंस्टेंट
तो स्किन भी हट जाती है.
हाँ बट कुछ यूज नहीं करने का. इन्वेंट्री खरीद के इन्वेंट्री में पड़ी होगी ना वही रिफंड आएगा. अपग्रेड भी किया एक लेवल भी तो भी रिफंड नहीं आएगा.
अच्छा
68 रिफंड दे दिया. बोला भाई नए बंडल के लिए 2000 वीपी बचा के रखा है. अरे ये अगर गया तो रो दूंगा. रिफंड ले लिया भाई. क्या हाल पब्लिक. कल का भी इजी है. अभी देखेंगे कल का क्या है. पांच लाख लोग वेट कर रहे हैं कोल्ड प्ले के कॉन्सर्ट टिकट्स का. 5 लाख और सीटिंग है बस 40,000 की. अब ये रेस चल रही है भाई. ये रेस चल रही है कि ये 5 लाख में से 40,000 कौन होंगे भाई. डीएसजी के अगेंस्ट है. मोहित थंबनेल होना. चल फटाफट रात तक भेज के रख. कब है सैंडी मैच जरा बताना. मैं वीएलआर देखा नहीं. इस क्या लगता है. गेस करो. चलो चैट में गेस करो क्या आया होगा. गेस करो. मैं खेल तो नहीं पाऊंगा अभी.
कुछ नहीं आया.
कुछ नहीं आया होगा. अगर जो आएगा वो खरीद के दोगे फिर.
नहीं
7.5 लाख पे हो. वेटिंग लिस्ट में 73,000 पे हो. डैम ब्रो. ठीक है शाहिद. और चांसेस अगेंस्ट डीएसजी है. मतलब अगर खेलेंगे अच्छे से तो होगा. ट्रैश आया होगा. ठीक है. एक बढ़िया बाकी बेकार. एक बढ़िया रश फैंटम. ठीक है टिकट मिल गया. कांग्रेचुलेशन. मेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ता जाओ ना जाओ. मेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ता इतना. मैं कॉन्सर्ट वाला बंदा हुई नहीं. परसों है ना. चल सॉर्टेड. कल जाते फिर मूवी. एक इधर अच्छी फैंटम डाल देते. एक इधर अच्छी वैंडल डाल देते.
देखो मैंने बोला था ना मैंने कुछ.
करैम्बिट मेरे पे ऑलरेडी 2 है ब्रो. मेरे पे दो करैम्बिट्स है. मेरे को करैम्बिट नहीं चाहिए. ये देखिए ये है और ये दोनों अच्छी करैम्बिट्स है ब्रो. दोनों बहुत प्यारी करैम्बिट. चलो गाइस अपन 0.27 ट्राई करते फिर से. 0.3 ट्राई करते फिर से आज. 0.3 ट्राई कर रहा हूँ मैं वापस. ये कैसे जाता है. जकार्ता कैंसल बेबी. कैंसल. पता नहीं क्यों बट कैंसल. वो करैम्बिट नहीं है आनंद भाई. वो कौन बोला करैम्बिट है वो. वो बटरफ्लाई नाइफ आ रही है आनंद भाई. इट्स नॉट
मैच फाउंड.
DPI इज 800. एक्चुअली माउस मेरा हैंड का मूवमेंट मतलब पाम का मूवमेंट इतना होता नहीं है ब्रो. तो समझ रहे हो. ब्रेस्ट भी में बहुत कम. बहुत कम भी नहीं बट कम ही है कंपेयर टू अदर प्लेयर्स, बहुत कम है। मेरे पास माउस पैड स्पेस है फिर भी मैं इतना मूव नहीं करता।
Death match. Warm up.
Damn son.
This is where someone says something pithy and we pretend to
Congratulations,
tolerate them.
Fight.
Go
Oh
ahead.
my God.
I'll wait. No more theory. Obsolete.
नहीं कश्यप यार, डीले नहीं लगाया मैंने, डीले नहीं लगाया मैंने। कितने वीपी का है बंडल पता नहीं, नॉट श्योर। मेरे को लगा था मेरे को मार देगा, मेरे को पूरा पता नहीं मार देगा। 0.2 ही बढ़िया है भाई अपनी। बट मैं थक गया यार अभी स्लो सेंसी पे खेल खेल के ना, थक गया भाई मैं। लिटरली सारी गेम स्लो सेंसी पे खेलता हूँ। पहचान नहीं आ रहा क्यों भाई अर्पित भाई, नहीं आ रहा। You bundle, I don't know, maybe.
That's 3.
ये अच्छा लग रहा है क्या आपको?
Futile. That's 3. अभी मैं रेडी नहीं हुआ, मैं खाना नहीं खाया। भूख लगती है ना, जब भूख लगी अभी मैंने कुछ उठ के खाया। Shame.
Kills remaining.
डब्ल्यू अबे क्या इजी विन था भाई। पॉइंट 0.2 पे ही जाता हूँ भाई, बेस्ट है मेरा। क्या नहीं दोस्त
निकाल रहे टिकट सब देख रहे क्या है
5 kills remaining.
हाँ पता है मेरे को तो पता ही था मेरे को तो कुछ नहीं भाई जाने मिला नहीं मिला मैं कॉन्सेप्ट वाला बंदा हुई नहीं इसमें
Just die.
क्या 6 टिकट्स मुश्किल लग रहा है भाई तुम्हारा
Three down.
यही है भाई मेरी
Dominating.
कॉन्कर कर रहे हैं थोड़ा वो क्राउड दबा दिया इसलिए थोड़ा इधर उधर
1 kill remaining.
देखो इस पर डीगल शॉट भी लग जाएंगे .2 जिंदाबाद बॉन्क काजे सही है भाई चलो वाइस टाइम टू एंड द स्ट्रीम शॉर्ट स्ट्रीम थी बहुत 1.5 घंटे की ये क्या ही करे स्ट्रीम पे बैठ के जा रहा हूँ खाना खाने तो तुम लोगों से शाम की स्ट्रीम पे शाम को 7 बजे स्ट्रीम करूंगा ठीक है 7 बजे की स्ट्रीम मिस मत करना हम खेलने वाले हैं इमॉर्टल रैंक्ड गेम्स चलो गुड नाइट एवरीवन टेक केयर मिलते हैं अपन शाम को बाय बाय गाना किधर है गाना ये रहा